scientists at NASA have given us some amazing images, and they've discovered there's actually an enormous dark hole over our sun. Corey Powell's editor at large, Discover Magazine, here to look at these images. Nice to see you, Corey.
Yeah.
What is this?
Weather map on the sun. You'll notice part of the sun is missing. So this is a picture of the sun in ultraviolet rays. What you're seeing is this is 3.5 million degree plasma erupting from the surface of the sun. This part that's missing, the reason it's dark, is that whole chunk of the sun basically ripped off, blew out, and is coming our way at about 2 million miles an hour.
Our way.
A remarkable discovery that may shed some light on the historical accuracy of the Bible, a 3,000-year-old text on an earthenware jug, now being dated all the way back to the time of King David.
The inscription was found back in 2012 by the City of David, Jerusalem excavations being headed by Professor Eilat Mazar at the Hebrew University. Very competent excavator who's been she's been basically on the track of King David since about 2005. And these excavations have revealed remarkable things, but this 7-letter inscription is very important because it's enigmatic. But the 7 letters are very important because we have so little from the 10th century. Difficult.
And when it comes to the Bible itself, there's been some question as to whether or not the New Testament and the Old Testament, if the Old Testament was written afterwards or in real time. And this perhaps, and I'm explaining it very simply, could prove that the Old Testament was written in real time, correct?
Up until about 20 years ago, we had so little that it led to people saying, well, maybe there wasn't a King David, maybe there wasn't a King Solomon, maybe this was a creation of writers writing in a different time period who wanted to have this mythical past and invented these characters. Each one of these discoveries shows us that there was a real history in real time in the time period in which King David would have lived.
So possibly physical remains validating biblical stories.
We have received from this court an aggregate sentence of incarceration to be served of life without parole, consecutive to what amounts to a sentence of 1,000 years to life. Do you understand that sentence, Mr. Castro?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
We have received from this court an aggregate sentence of incarceration to be served of life without parole, consecutive to what amounts to a sentence of 1,000 years to life. Do you understand that sentence, Mr. Castro? Do
you understand that sentence, Mr. Castro?
Remarkable discovery. Archaeologists working at an ancient church in Turkey believe they may have found a piece of the cross of Jesus. NBC's Martin Fletcher has the story.
After digging for 4 years and finding 1,000 human skeletons, Turkish archaeologists believe they may have struck biblical gold, a fragment of the cross of Jesus. They found it in this stone chest engraved with 2 crosses. Professor Gurgen Karaglo says this piece may contain a bone of a Christian saint or a piece of the cross that Jesus Christ was crucified on. If so, it would become an instant icon of Christianity, found in a church built in the year 660. In the 4th century, wood fragments said to be from the cross were sent from these shores across the Mediterranean to Rome and Constantinople in today's Turkey. Could this discovery be one of those?